Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new video. So you guys may have noticed I officially changed the name of the channel. Now a lot of thought went into this. This wasn't something that I was just, I woke up one day and was like, that sounds good. Now most of you probably know me as SubiFreak86. That is kind of where the channel took off and where I started kind of making videos of everything. The channel actually started out as M3Freak86. So funny enough, it went through a couple different name changes, but at the end of the day, I started realizing of where this channel was going. It's continuing to grow, but I didn't want to be brand specific. I love all cars. I'm a huge car enthusiast in general. I'm not brand loyal to any specific brand, so I wanted to kind of generalize it. So no matter what car I get in the future, no matter what car I'm documenting and modifying and reviewing and whatnot, it kind of is just a blanket understanding that I'm just a car enthusiast in general. Now, Freak86, I'm sure a lot of you have questions as to where I came up with that. Now, there's no crazy elaborate story or anything. Freak86 was just the handle and the name that I kind of adapted to and I took on from the forums over the years. So it was M3Freak86, G35 Freak86, obviously SubiFreak86 that you guys know me as. Also, I currently have GT3 Freak86, so I have a bunch of different ones across multiple different forums. And then SubiFreak86 was just kind of how I started the channel with the STI, so it kind of stuck. So as the channel was progressing and everything, he's like, you know what? I can't be SubiFreak with an M3 in the garage or any other car that I have in the future, so I kind of generalized it. Auto Freak makes a lot of sense. Obviously, I'm really big into cars and garage. As you guys know, I'm really big into garages. So Auto Freak Garage is kind of what I landed on. I've been thinking about it for a long time. And I kind of asked you guys on Instagram what you like best. I had a few other ideas. And the majority of people, including myself, Auto Freak Garage is where I wanted to be. And that's kind of where it landed up. So welcome to Auto Freak Garage. It's going to be exactly the same thing. Nothing is changing, just the name. So people understand kind of what this channel is about. And it's not about one specific brand. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the video. So if you have been following me along, you guys know that I love upgrading the stereo systems in my cars. I've done it in the STI. I actually did it in all my cars, but the STI, more specifically the F-150, I'm always liking to upgrade to a factory option that is plug and play. Now, my F80 M3 came with the Harman Kardon, which is the upgraded sound system in these cars. There's a bass system, and then there is the Harman Kardon. So that was the top option that you were able to get in these cars. And it sounds really good. I've been really happy with it. Honestly, there's really nothing to complain about. And for most people, it's probably enough. But there is one solution out there that I have been wanting to try. And ever since I heard it years and years ago on a different car in a different generation, I was like, you know what? If I ever get an M3 again, I am definitely going to do this. So that is what I have here. I have the full Stage 1 Bavsound stereo upgrade. So it's every single speaker. And I also got the 8-inch Ghost underseat woofers as well. So I have the entire lineup. This is going to replace every single speaker in the car for the Harman Kardon. This is also available if you have the bass stereo system as well. So it's not just people with the HK. So going from the bass stereo to this is a huge upgrade. But even going from the 8K to this is massive. I just want to give a huge shout out to Bavsound for sending this out. Again, this is something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. And it was super awesome that Bavsound wanted to work with me, and I'm very excited to get this in the car. So what I want to do in this video is kind of show you everything that you can get, all the different options, all the different speakers and everything, and go over all the details because this is an incredible system. All right, so what we have here is the Bavsound Stage 1 kit. Now, the Stage 1 kit just includes the speakers. The woofers here are actually a separate purchase, so that's not part of the Stage 1 kit. So if you were to get all this is Stage 1 plus the underseat woofers. We'll get into all that in a second, but it is a total of 14 speakers plus the woofers, so we're looking at 16. It's pretty incredible. It's pretty amazing that there's that many speakers in here. For such a small car, everything is really hidden and very nicely tucked away. As you can see, we got a speaker up there and it looks really good. Everything is really nicely kind of integrated into the door cards and all that. But the best part about this, and one thing that I love doing in all my cars when I do stereo systems, is a plug and play setup. I don't like doing anything custom, mainly because I do not like messing with factory wiring. Messing with factory wiring can run into some issues, and if you clip the wrong wire or you do something wrong, I've seen tons of people do this in the past where they, cut a wrong wire or spliced in wrong connection, and a million other things went wrong. So having a full plug and play setup is incredible. Everything fits exactly where the stock speakers are, and it plugs right into the factory harness. So there's no crazy splicing, cutting, or doing anything like that. Simply just unbolt them, put the new ones in, and plug these in, and you're good to go. There's no extra amps or anything, so it's pretty amazing and a really nice solution. As car enthusiasts, obviously we love to do cosmetic stuff. We love to make it faster. We love to kind of make it look cool and everything. But some of my favorite things to do are in the interior, because that is where you spend the most time. Cruising down the road with your friends or going on a road trip or what have you, you spend the most time in the car. So having a high-end audio system in there with some really nice speakers, it just makes the experience and the trip and the, and the drive and everything that much better. And having the Bavsound in there is just going to increase this tenfold, and I can't wait to get it in here. Now, when I did my upgrade in my STI, I did the OEM kicker upgrade kit. So I did all the speakers on the interior, I did the subwoofer and everything. And one of my favorite things and the biggest change that I noticed in doing that kit was the tweeters. The tweeters made the biggest difference. And the reason why they sounded so good is because they're silk dome tweeters, and they're actually my favorite sounding tweeter. And these speakers right here, the edifiers, are actually silk dome as well, and they sound incredible. So I was very pleased to see that the tweeters they used are silk dome, which sound incredible. It increases the highs. You're able to hear all the detail no matter what volume it is, whether it's super low or super high. You can hear all the detail. It doesn't get distorted, doesn't get grainy, it doesn't get muddy sounding. And having a really high quality tweeter in the stereo system overall is going to make it that much better. Now, as you can see, we got a tweeter pair in here, another, and another. So there's each one on the door, and they're all over the place. It's pretty insane. Now, these are the mid-range pair. These are the door speakers. So I'm going to open all this stuff up in a second, but I just wanted to go over everything. So we got all the mid-range. We got the deck speakers that go on the rear deck as well. We got the center channel as well. So the speaker right here, the center channel, we got a single nice mid-range there as well. So the kit actually includes some foam gaskets on the door cards. When you install them, these are actually going to help with the sound, and the reason why they're going to help is because they go around the speaker and then you put the door card back on, and this is actually going to be like a gasket, so it channels all the sound through the door card as opposed to it getting lost into the door card, if you get what I mean. So there's 4 of them in here, obviously all the door cards. They include some industrial strength adhesive as well, which is really nice. So we're going to be using those, but the kit is really nice looking. The main, kind of the most exciting looking speaker of this is the woofers. These things look incredible. I took a peek at these. As you can see, I've already opened a few. So let me go ahead and unbox them and show you what they look like. All right, so let's start off with the tweeters. Now, I'm pretty sure these are all the same, but I'll open up as well. But this is the 25mm silk dome tweeter. So I actually didn't open this one up yet, but if I go ahead, get my knife here, take a look inside, and here we go. So as you can see, all the wiring and everything, and the overall speaker, the tweeter, looks so much nicer. I mean, I'm telling you, once you see the factory ones, you're going to be in shock that those are in the car. But overall, it just feels super quality. The plate around here is metal. The stock ones, I'm pretty sure they're plastic. We got a nice magnet in the back, and the wiring harness looks really nice. These clip into the factory harnessing, as I mentioned. So super nice looking. Let's go ahead and open up another set of tweeters. Take a look. These are the ones I'm pretty sure that go in the door cards at the top. Yeah, so if we slide these out of the little foam packaging here carefully. Whoop, I don't want to break it. This is the tweeters that go in the door cards at the top. These things, it's crazy. These things actually have some weight to it. It's got a nice aluminum casing. So, the factory ones, which I'll show you in another video once we're installing, I'm going to compare them and everything. I actually probably do a little bit of a weight comparison between each speaker so you guys can see just the overall difference. Because heavier in speakers is usually better because there's a bigger magnet, which results in better sound. But very nice looking design. Obviously, same wiring, same plug. But these look super nice. And unfortunately, the speakers do get covered up so you don't get to see them. But knowing that it's behind the little mesh screens is a nice feeling. But pretty awesome looking. So let's go ahead and start getting into the bigger size speakers. I'll save the woofers for last because those things look so cool. But this is the center channel, so the one that goes up on the dash. take a look. Oh man, this thing, super nice. So here's the harnesses and the plugs. Again, this all plugs right into the factory harnessing, so there's no splicing, there's nothing crazy like that. Again, this has some nice weight to it. If you look at the actual speaker, most of these on the factory or any factory stereo, they're just made of paper or very, very cheap material. These are actually woven fiberglass cones, so it's a much higher quality, again, better sound. So you're gonna get a much better quality sound overall. Again, the magnet on the back adds some really nice weight to it. Also, it's got nice gaskets here and everything, which is really cool, but I wish you guys can just feel, you know, the overall stoutness of this. It's pretty incredible. But if you look in there, it's got some nice detail and everything. I mean, these things just look awesome. I'm so sad that it's gonna be hidden behind all of the door cards and everything, because I almost just want to leave them off because they look so cool. So, all right, let's put this one away. Now, I'm pretty sure the mid-range, the door cards, these ones are exactly the same. But I'll take it. Yeah, they're exactly the same. So I won't take it out of the packaging, but it's the exact same thing. Again, these are for all the door cards, as well as the back rear deck as well in the trunk. Let's move on to the woofers. These things are so sick looking. I highly recommend, if you're going to do this, just go with these as well. These apparently make a huge difference, and these literally go under the front driver seats, which is where the stock factory subs are if you have the HK system. But putting these under, I heard it's just a massive difference, and it just completely changes the overall experience. So you get a nice little congratulations, you upgraded to the world's best subwoofer system. A few things you actually want to read. So basically, they're just saying that obviously it takes some time for this stuff to break in, 12 hours actually of listening for them to break in to get the actual sounds. So you don't want to just throw them in and be like, wow, that sounds exactly the same. It takes time for speakers to break in a little bit. They say inspect the gaskets as well, make sure everything is good. You want a nice smooth surface. You want a really nice airtight seal. Obviously, if you don't, the sound is going to travel places that it shouldn't, and it's not going to sound as good. So obviously inspect everything before you install it. But wha-bam, look at these things. These things are so sick. So hold on, let me bend that box there. But these things, again, got some really nice weight to it. Beautiful looking sub or speaker in general. I mean, I love, again, I'm so sad that this is going to be covered, and this is probably going to be the one that you're not going to be able to see at all, because it's going to be under the little subwoofer cover, but also under the seat. But look at this thing. So sick. I love the, actually, I really like the color of this. This is like, this would be a good color on wheels. It's like a nice gunmetal blue color. Really cool. So again, has some really nice weight to it. The magnet back here is pretty massive. Obviously hard to tell with the casing, but really cool design. I love the little Bavsound logo here. And this fits right into the factory area and the factory sub. So there's no, using different brackets or anything. You actually use all the OEM hardware. So it doesn't get any easier than this. I mean, look at this thing. This thing, oh God, I cannot wait. I want to install it tonight, but I just don't have the time. It's going to be, as I mentioned, a whole other video, and I'm going to be explaining it in detail, word for word, going over every single little step that you need to do to install this properly, give you guys some sound clips. I know it's very hard to show sound clips in person or in video, but it'll at least give you an idea, show you what it was like stock to what it is with the whole BAB system. So I'm going to end up taking this all out of the box and showing you guys so you can see it all spread out. But I wanted to mention a few things that are really cool. They offer a 4-year warranty. So obviously if something goes wrong with the unit itself, they will help you out. Now, obviously, if you throw it on the ground or do something stupid and you cut it and you try to splice something else into it, obviously they're not going to help you out. But over the course of 4 years that you do have this, if something were to go wrong with one of the drivers or one of the speakers or anything, they'll help you out. Pretty darn amazing. I mean, not many companies will offer that type of warranty for an aftermarket product. Pretty awesome. Another really cool thing is they let you try this out for 100 days. They say if you don't love it after 100 days, you can actually return this. They will pay the shipping and give you a full refund. Obviously, if you return it in its exact form, you don't want to cut things up and damage them. But if you're not happy with it for whatever reason, they're going to refund you. But I mean, come on, that is a no-brainer. 4-year warranty, 100-day trial to try this thing out. And if you don't like it, you can get a full return, you get a full refund. I mean, honestly, no brainer. All right, guys, so here is the entire kit out of the box so you can see everything. As you can see, we got some smaller ones, some larger ones. These 4 here are for the door cards. These are for the center channel as well as the rear deck speakers. We got all the tweeters for the doors. We also got the other tweeters as well. Then we got the beautiful, beautiful underseat ghost subwoofers. So super, super excited to get this on. As you can see, everything is just a plug and play. There's no extra harnesses or wires that you need. This simply just plugs straight into the factory harness. I said it 1,000 times, but so easy, so simple. If you have some basic tools, you can get this job done, and you're gonna get an incredible sound system for honestly a really reasonable amount of money. Next video, you'll see me install this, go over all the details, show you exactly how to get it done, give you some sound clips, you know, before and after, so you can get somewhat of an idea and kind of just let you know what I think. But again, I cannot wait to get this installed. It's something that I've been anticipating ever since I got my F80, and I'm super thrilled that Bavsound wanted to be a part of this build, and this is just gonna make my F80, my personal F80, my dream F80, even better. So I just finished washing up the car today. Car looks amazing. We got the beautiful Bavsound system going in very soon. And we also got some new wheels coming. Crazy excited about them. So a lot of awesome stuff coming for the F80, a bunch of other little goodies as well. So we're gonna be putting our head down and still modifying the F80 and enjoying it and making it the best F80 that I can possibly make it. And I am thrilled at the progress so far and where we're sitting currently. And I am so excited about this. Can't wait to get that on. I can't wait to make that video and show you guys everything. Again, huge shout out to Bavsound for sending this out. I really do appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to experiencing it and enjoying it and making my F80 experience that much better. Now keep in mind, they don't just make BMW upgrades. They do Mini Cooper, they do Supra, they also do Rolls Royce. So it's a vast amount of different cars. It's not just F80 M3s. So if you have another type of BMW or Mini or Rolls, or Supra, you guys can definitely upgrade as well. And I'm sure in the future they're going to continue to add more cars and brands as well. But BMW is their bread and butter, and this is the kit to get if you have a car like this. So that is going to do it for this one, guys. A lot of cool stuff coming. I can't wait to show you guys. I'm really looking forward to it. But in the meantime, keep it clean, keep it simple, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.